Welcome everyone back to the Crimson 15 podcast. I'm your host, Crimson Sin. Be sure to follow us over on Twitter at C15 Podcast. Join a discussion over on Discord, link in the description below. If you're enjoying the videos, be sure to sub, like, share, and hit that bell for notifications. Podcast character designs done by Demon Artie. Be sure to follow her over on Twitter at ArtieDemon. Episode 19, Toad Tax. This is a world building episode. We get some backstory about how everything in this world works. But this is the kind of stuff I was expecting in the very beginning. But I fell in love with the show with all its comedy and everything, and that's still there. But now we're starting to get some more of like the actual stories coming through. We open up and, you know, I thought it was kind of funny they didn't really address what happened in the last episode of, like, you know, Hop Hop losing his job and everything. But they're in the store and they're buying stuff, and Anne's like, oh, I want some of that jerky that I like. It was a frog jerky or so, insect jerky. And she's like, I can't believe I actually said that. Like, she's starting to like the things here because, well, she lives here now, so she has to get used to everything.
That reminds me, I'm gonna go grab some of that beetle jerky I like. Can't believe I just said that.
But everyone's goofing on her, calling her Scarecrow because she's so tall, and beetle jerky. That's what it was. He's like, hey. And then the old lady bumps into her. Hey, you gotta move your big bum out of the way. She's like, well, it's not big. It's just proportioned to the size of my body. Like, everyone's just goofing on her. And they're making fun of her and everything. You know, it kind of irritates her. She leaves, and she's like, oh, did you get that jerky you wanted? And she has that look on her face like, why is no one respects me? Everyone still thinks I'm a creature or a monster or whatever. And I just love the gags in the show are just so funny. This town, they have like a town motto. And even Hop Hop's like, slow to accept and even slower to respect.
Slow to accept and even slower to respect. It's actually our town motto.
What a terrible town motto. That's ridiculous, but it's on a sign. It actually has a really nice little 3D effect when it swings. But they're like, take your time. They're gonna, you'll earn their respect in your own weird little way, your aunt kind of way. They going back home, and they're in the town square, and these toads show up, and these are some mean looking dudes. These guys actually look like warriors. And they show up in town because they're meeting with the mayor, and they're like, what's going on here? And of course, Anne's titillated with these guys because they look like, adventurer types. And they explain and we get some of that world building here. Like, oh, they come from Toad Tower. Those guys roll over the whole valley, and they're the warriors, they're the fighters. And Anne's like, oh man, that's so cool. And like, yeah, it's cool, but they're a bunch of ruffians too. Sprig's like, yeah, let's go talk to these guys. And they start talking to him. Of course, look at Sprig like, whatever, runt. And he's like, oh, my name's Sprig. Like, yeah, whatever. They see Anne, they're like, what the heck is this thing? Like, what kind of creature is this? Then they're like, oh, I wonder what it tastes like. So Anne, pulls out her tennis racket, defends herself, and fights this other toad. Hits her in the face. Sure, it's a woman. I think it's a woman. Hits her in the face and like, oh, wow, that was pretty good. And she kind of gets their like little respect. And Anne, even from the very beginning, she wants people to like her. She wants to be accepted. She wants to be part of the group. So she kind of likes these guys, this group. And Sprig's like, these are a bunch of jerks. You want to hang out with them. And then, of course, Anne wants to. And she kind of even like, oh, what are you jealous? And Sprig, of course, he's a little jealous. But what is he going to do? Anne starts hanging out with these guys. And they're like, hey, what are you guys doing here? It's like, hey, we're here because we didn't get any taxes. We got to send taxes to Toad Tower. We didn't get any. So the mayor gave us a list of all the people who didn't pay on their taxes. And we're going to go collect. I'm like, all these guys are freaking heavies. And Anne, I don't know, goes along with it. Like, why would you think this was a good idea? But he basically deputizes her, gives her like a badge, and like, oh, you can be part of our little group. She goes back home and like shows it off. Hi, look at that. She's look how cool. She has like a little bit of armor. She's like, oh, I got this cool sword and everything. This little scene with her sword right here, fighting nothing, it's better than any of the sword work in all of She-Ra.
Also, check out this cool sword Bob gave me.
Which is sad but funny at the same time. It's like in the family, Hop Pop's like, well, what are you doing? You don't want to hang out with these guys. They're bad news. But Anne's like, oh, what do you guys know? They're cool. She goes to go hang out with them. Sprig's like, I can't let her go alone. I have to look after her. Sprig's a good guy. I like Sprig. He's really cool. And of course, he always jumps out the window. He always does that. If you go back and watch the earlier episodes, he always like leaves through the window. And even Hop Pop's like, just use the front door. No, and he just climbs out the window anyways.
That's all well and good, but can you at least use the front door?
No.
So they get to the first stop, and it's Wally, that the town idiot, the drunkard. There, and she's like, "Oh, so what do we do? Do we let them know that they're late? Like, how do we collect the money?" Look at these guys, Anne. How did you think they were gonna collect the money? They kick in the door. He's taking a bath, and they're like, "Hey, you haven't paid your taxes." And he's like, "Hey, I may live in squalor, but I always pay my taxes." Like, well, not according to this. So if you don't have any money, we're gonna take your stuff. They ransack his house, steal all his things. Then Anne's like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, guys, calm down. I know this guy. He pays his taxes." Well, it didn't say he did, so he didn't. Then, he was the one who got the beetle jerky. And then she kind of takes it back and gives it back to him. "Yeah, I'm so sorry this is happening to you." But so, yeah, they're going from place to place, just, strong-arming people. Sprig is watching out for her from the bushes, and he sees the mayor have a big old sack of money. And he's like, "Where's he going with all this money, with all this stuff?" So he's like, "I'm going to follow the mayor." Hopefully Anne can take care of herself. They go to that lady's tea house. She doesn't have her money. They ransack all her stuff. They just keep going from person to person. And every time Anne kind of steals back a couple of things and gives it back to the owner. And the old lady, same thing, take all her stuff. And Anne's trying to reason with them. She's like, "Come on, guys, like, this is a little rough." And, like, "Hey, this is the law. This is our job. This is what we're doing." Next on the list, Hoppediah Planner. She's like, "Oh, crap." She's going to have to bust into her family's house and take their stuff. But the mayor has been taking all the tax money and spending it on his own stuff. He built a new statue. He hides all the money in the butt of his own statue. It's so stupid. Sprague sees it, and he's like, "Hey, I'm telling the whole town you're going to be in trouble. But you got to catch, they're like, "We're not going to let you." He takes off. We get to the scene where they're going to go collect on Planner. And he's like, "No, I paid my taxes, and you guys get out of here." They're like, "Wait, we're going to take your stuff." The paper says no. Then Anne's like, "I know for a fact he paid his taxes because he made me do his, the tax books." He's like, "Oh, you carry this deduction," and then all these things, like, very boring. Tax work is so boring.
He made me watch.
So then you add up your deductibles, and oop, guess what, Anne? You're a deductible.
Kill me.
But the Anne's like, "I know for a fact he paid." And he's like, "It doesn't matter. The book doesn't lie. We're going to take your snail, and that should cover the cost of your, all your delinquent tax payments." So Anne has that make or break. Am I going to let these guys do this, or am I going to stand up for my family? She goes, "Stop this. You're not doing this. You're not taking this snail, and you're getting off my property. This is my family." And she throws on the badge. She's like, "I'm done with this. Look how cool this picture is right here." But she's like, "No, I'm sick of this. You're getting out of here." I'm like, "Oh, wow, they're going to have a little rumble here." Town shows up. And she throws the badge in the mud and says, "This is over with. You're getting out of here." So they start to fight. They knock her on the ground. They get a boot on her. And I'm like, "Oh, wow, they're going to really, hurt her." Because he's like, "You know what we do with deserters?" Because technically, I guess she's a deserter of the Warriors. And they're going to just basically kill her. And, she slips out of there, and he hits his own teammate. And they kind of have a little fight here. Look at a dual-wielding Anne. She's so awesome. So she starts to fight these guys a little bit, but they're warriors, and they kind of knock her stuff away. And they don't show it. It's a kid's show, but she gets her, for lack of a better term, she gets her ass beat. Look at her. She's beaten down. And look at this lightning scene. Oh, I love the lighting in the show. So they basically beat her down, and she's like, they're going to go in for the killing blow. But Sprig to the rescue, hits him with his little slingshot. Then the whole town goes to go defend Anne. And she's like, they're like, she's ours. She's part of us. You mess with her, you're going to mess with all of us.
You got a problem with her, you got a problem with all of us.
So these guys basically say, "Hey, it's not worth this giant fight. Whatever. Keep your stupid girl, whatever." Then Sprig's like, "Hey, I know where the money is. You can get your taxes. It's the freaking mayor. He stole it all." Then they go to the town square, and they bust the butt with the freaking the mallet. All the money comes out of his butt. It's so stupid. But they got their money, so the town run the mayor out of the townsfolk run the mayor out of town. So hopefully this guy's gone. This is a piece of crap. What a nice what do I want to say, the establishing shot of the valley. It's so cute. I love it. It looks great. They start giving back everyone their stuff. And that guy's like, "Hey, Ann, if you wanted to earn respect, you lost mine." And he walks away. And the rest of the town's like, "They don't need your respect. You're a freaking bunch of thugs. They have our respect. We care about her." But So we got these bad guys, and they're like, hey, we're going to tell the boss about what happened here and about that creature, referring to Anne. And he's like, oh, yeah, we're going to tell him everything. And these guys broke Anne's arm. Look at her. It's in a cast. So, yeah, she really got beaten down, and she stood up for her family, her frog people, and I thought that was awesome. She did the right thing. Even though she was kind of going along with the strong arming, she did do the right thing in the end. They all cheer for Anne and everything, and that's the end of the episode. But the implications here, these Toad guys, he said we're coming back, and we're not going to be alone, so we're going to see where this goes. This is where I honestly thought the show was going to be like this from the beginning. But I do enjoy all the comedy and all the kind of singular episodes. But yeah, it's really cool to finally get some more of that world building. And I like the fact they showed Anne got beat up. I hate these shows where the hero comes in and they're untouched and they win the day and it was easy. No, she was basically gonna die, but she was gonna defend her family, and that's what you do. That's what a real hero does. They stand up to the evil, they stand up to the wrong, even if they know they're gonna get beaten down and or be killed. She actually fought them, and I thought that was really, really cool of Anne to do. But yeah, that closes out this one. I can't wait to see what happens next. Crimson Saint here. Thanks for watching the video. If you're enjoying the content, be sure to sub, like, share, and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss a single upload. If you have any tips or story ideas, hit us up on Twitter at C15Podcast, or better yet, join our Discord server, link in the description below.